how a sports star ended up in a street gunfight.
Before volleys of gunfire echoed through the north end, police learned one of the shooters was legally carrying concealed, and initial info said there had been dozens of rounds fired.
Copy. And it looks like the suspect vehicle is going to be a silver pickup truck.
Yeah, bro. First of all, my nigga, go get another body cam, bro. That shit is terrible quality, bro. What are you capturing on that, bro? You're not gonna capture anything, bro. That shit was like, it's from 19 something, bro. Bro, you see how choppy that shit is, bro? What footage are you catching on that? It's over, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look at that, yo, bro. Are you serious right now? Not catching shit on that, my boy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, gang. You gotta go get a whole new body cam, gang. That shit is cooked.
Regions monitoring it all.
That's like 240, bro. It's not even 360 or 480.
In that vehicle that left 363, did they leave in what direction?
That shit probably 140. All right, now we got better quality. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what was just going on. That shit was.
Hey, where's the other person? Hey, get back! Who is that? 363, could you add Hotel Alpha 105? Looks like they got one person in their car. Stay right there! Hotel Alpha 105 is just like a small Chevy sedan. Stay right there!
21-year-old Dion Ford, with a lawful permit to carry, was lying on the ground with his firearm in his hand. Ford was an ex-Central High School basketball and football player who had helped his team win 22 matches, including tough ones against Minneapolis North. After graduating from Central High, Ford played passionately and participated in junior college in North Dakota and Wyoming. He pursued an engineering major at Augsburg University in Minneapolis. Ford was a bright child, and naturally people around him, including his coaches, parents, and colleagues, had high hopes for him and his promising future. His friends organized multiple charity drives to honor his life, while the community launched the Dion Ford Scholarship to help aspiring athletes like Ford in their careers. Yet, one question remained. Who killed this young man?
Oh, niggas,
Let's go back
my
to the
boy.
Maryland supermarket on Thursday, March 31st, when two men were suspiciously following Ford. Detectives got their first break in the case when they found Ford on security camera footage from the market near where he was shot. Ford went inside a nearby restaurant with the two suspects who followed him inside the market, still hot on his trail. Their intentions became all too clear when Ford walked over to his Chevy Cobalt on the street outside, and one of the suspects followed from behind. He initially started talking to Ford lightly. However, the CCTV footage showed that his hand was inside his pocket. Shortly after, Ford backed away. The suspect leaned inside his vehicle, possibly searching for something. It was clear to Ford he was about to be robbed or carjacked. This was when Ford decided he wasn't about to let a random robber get his way with him, and did something that would ultimately cost.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Before even they caught this this visual right here, I'm pretty sure they was on him way before he got into the store for a fact. You feel me, bro? Going through certain street shit, you already know how certain shit, you feel me, be happening. I ain't gonna lie, they was definitely following him before he even got into the store. Look how they moving, you feel me? Boy got his hand in his pocket. You already know he got something in his pocket. You feel me? You got boy with his hand in his pocket to the left, and you got his man's right there by the counter. You feel me? His man's walking around in circles to the left. He trying to move like, you feel me? He's literally following the nigga, but the nigga, my son Ford don't, you feel me? He probably not aware and he don't see what's going on. Like, yo, these two niggas on my heels, you feel me? They fake watching me type shit. You feel me? So, I'm pretty sure they was following him.
In this case,
way
the
before
good
that.
guy managed to get the first shot off and successfully strike his target. Unfortunately, that would not be the end of the story. The suspect fell to the ground. Pulling out his handgun, he started shooting blindly at Ford. Although Ford tried defending himself, he was shot in the head. Ford instantly fell to the ground and lost consciousness. As if that wasn't enough for the suspect, he shot Ford an additional 13 times. As Ford lay there lifeless, a Chevrolet Cruze stopped nearby and out walked a man who then fired more shots at Ford, while the suspect was being helped back into the Chevy Cruze.
Nigga shot him 13 times. What if these niggas is some hating ass niggas? Cause my son was on a basketball team, son. What if that's what it really is? And son did a hit. It looked like son did a hit in his shorty car, bro. I don't know who car this is, bro. Hold on. Let me go back.
Lifeless, a Chevrolet Cruze stopped nearby and outwalked a man who then fired more shots at Ford, while the suspect was being helped back into the Chevy Cruze. At 9:15 p.m., Ramsey County authorities received multiple calls from
Okay, so I think Brody was driving a Chevy.
Maryland Avenue with the same information.
I was about to
There
say.
was a male bleeding to death in front of them. Ford's body was lying in between the Maryland Market and a restaurant when the police arrived. While the suspect was being helped back into the Chevy Cruze, Ford was surrounded by multiple shell casings, which suggested that there had been a prolonged exchange of gunfire. According to the report, witnesses said they heard 20 to 40 consecutive gunshots before they called 911. Medical assistance promptly arrived at the scene, and at 9:28 p.m., just 15 minutes later, Ford was pronounced dead. The officers stopped the Cruze from escaping and found the injured suspect inside, who was transported to Regents Hospital due to his critical condition. The officers also searched the vehicle for any weapons, but they didn't find any.
They say both men pulled guns out of their pockets and started shooting at each other, and according to the criminal complaint, when they arrived on the scene, they found the men on the ground. Witnesses reported hearing 20 to 40 shots. Police say they found a permit to carry in Ford's wallet. He had a gunshot wound to the head and was pronounced dead at the scene.
All right, so boom. Boy Ford was probably definitely, he was a football player at the end of the day, but let's not get it, you feel me, conscrewed. My son was licensed to carry, so he probably was definitely on that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, but he was licensed to carry, so what that tell you? And there was exchanging gunfire, but unfortunately, you feel me, he lost that battle. But it's like, damn, bro. Like, was it because these niggas had beef or some shit? Did they have beef? Was it something basketball related? Was they just hating on him? Like, I don't know what it was, because my son was busting back, bro. So it's like, you feel me, bro? You're not gonna bust it. You feel me? You chop at a person, you feel me? You don't got problems with. They probably dead ass had problems. And you could see, like I was saying, I thought Brody Ford was driving a car with the furry steering wheel cover. No, it was the other nigga, bro. So his girl was doing the spinnings for him, bro, while he was in the passenger. You feel me? So I knew, like, yo, bro, something fishy, bro. I don't know if they got beef with Brody. I don't know if it's something basketball related. I don't know, bro. Niggas be hating, son. Shot my boy 13 times, gang. I mean, they was exchanging gunfire, but like, come on, bro.
Was already on the ground when Bell shot 13 more
Look,
times.
look. That's how true it is. That's how true it is. Followed up to what I just said. After boy was laying there lifeless, the nigga shot him 13 times. Bell fired an additional 13 times at DF's lifeless body. That's his name, something Ford, whatever the case may be. Boy fired an additional 13 shots, bro, at the lifeless body, bro. So what that tell you? What type of beef is that? What type of beef is that? My son was just playing basketball. I know he not out here Swiss cheesing niggas. I know he not out here, you feel me, bro, doing shit he not supposed to. Ain't no way, bro. You shot the nigga 13 times, gang. What did he do to you, bro?
Lifeless body.
That's what I want to know.
Is sending shockwaves.
That's what I want to know.
On April 4th, 2022, Ramsey County authorities issued an arrest warrant for 21.
And I said anything basketball related. Football, my fault, y'all.
1-year-old D'Angelo Dampier, the carjacker's accomplice who pulled up on the shooting scene and fired more rounds at Ford. Dampier revealed that the Chevrolet Cruze belonged to his girlfriend Vivian, who drove Dampier and his brother, 23-year-old Xavion Tyrese Bell, to the supermarket.
When Vivian backs in,
See?
you guys get out, you go.
Niggas was spinning in Shorty V, boy.
And then you go to the restaurant. And then you run into this other gentleman that was involved in this. Do you know his name? You don't know? Okay. All right. His name was Mr. Ford. Dion? Do you know Dion Ford? Have you ever seen him before?
No, but I just figured out who he hangs around.
Okay, all right.
When asked about
You hear what Brody just said? The cop asks, do you know of this guy, Deion Ford? He said, no, I just know about the people he hang around. Let's get more into this, because I see where this is leaning towards.
Ford,
I see what this is
Dampier
leaning
said he
towards.
didn't
No
know who he
cap.
was or why they were following
He
him.
don't know who he
He also
was or
claimed
why
that
he was
Bell didn't
following
know
him.
Ford before the incident.
He didn't know him before the incident, but he knew the people he hung around. All right.
You're not being truthful.
Copy.
Remember, we watched a lot of video. Okay? And you run back to the car.
He may be lying, though.
Because why?
I heard the shot.
Okay. So what does shots mean to you? I mean,
I don't know, it was just like, I felt something in I just felt a weird feeling. Because I didn't know who was getting shot at or who was shooting. I just had that feeling. It's like my body told me go back to the store. And that's when I seen them two laid out on the floor. So I helped my brother up. I told her to help me call somebody to do something, trying to take him to the hospital. And he told me he couldn't move or nothing. And yeah.
okay. So you had a weird feeling.
Wait,
Because generally when you hear shots,
who is this? Who is this nigga? Am I lost? Am I not paying attention? Is he the friend of Deion Ford or he the friend of the opposition? Hold on.
in the neighborhood.
Hold on, let me pay attention.
You don't run towards them, do you?
No. Well, it depends if one of my homies or if one of my brothers is in that spot, I'm gonna go back. But if it's like all my people with me, I'm not gonna go back. I don't care.
Okay.
Nothing to do.
So he hands you a gun or a phone.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do with that object? You put it in your sweatshirt, you said?
Oh yeah, I'm bugging. These are oppositions. I knew it. I thought I was tweaking.
I guess so.
Did you ever hide it in the car or you always kept it in your sweatshirt?
No, I took it.
Okay, you took it with you.
I don't know.
What did you do with that gun?
I don't really remember. I either tossed it or, I don't know, somebody took it from me while I put it down or some shit like that. Because I went to the house that night and
What house did you go to?
my house.
Your house, is it still at the house?
No. That's what I'm saying. My shoes is gone. Some people went in there and took all my shit. You can even act.
The investigator then asked what Dampier did when he saw his brother lying on the ground, to which he responded,
Most
Wait
homeowners
a
have
minute.
it somewhere
What?
in their house. It's that one bad window.
"Right hand to God, I shot." Dampier initially told the police that he shot 5 to 6 times, but he later confessed that he emptied his entire 9mm
Oh,
when
nah.
he reached the scene.
Oh,
Towards the
nah.
end, Dampier expressed his frustration at how Ford was being made out to be the innocent citizen who tragically died, and they are being blamed as murderers. After a thorough investigation, Dampier was charged with possessing a firearm, aiding a criminal and second-degree murder on March 31st, alongside illegal possession of a gun. On February 1st, 2023, justice was finally served as Ramsey County Judge Andrew Gordon sentenced Dampier, the second shooter, to 25 years imprisonment. The state had initially requested 367 months, which would have been the maximum under state sentencing guidelines, while Dampier asked the judge for 15 years. However, the judge denied both demands, saying he held Bell, the first shooter, more responsible for the incident.
Bell's brother is already behind bars for his role in the murder. Back in February, a jury found D'Angelo Dampier guilty of several counts, including aiding and abetting second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Bell's plea deal also required him to enter guilty pleas in 2 other cases for a total of 5 first-degree aggravated robbery convictions.
Oh
Bell
no.
was given 30 years imprisonment, and it was established that the incident was triggered by Bell's attempt to rob Ford, who simply fired in his defense and was permitted to carry a gun.
So they try to rob Brody, but being that Brody was licensed to carry a firearm, he pulled out his strap and started blinking niggas, you feel me? And then that resulted into my son losing his life just because he wanted to defend himself because niggas wanted to rob him. You see how it should be like crazy, bro? Like, see how life be just lifing? Shit be so crazy, bro. Brody was just trying to protect himself, gang.
Touches your heart when you know who that person is.
Ford, a star athlete and former Central High School student, was respected and loved by so many, including his former wrestling coach, teacher, and mentor,
Spent a lot of time with him.
Dominique Gilmer.
I showed him that I cared about him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to, do well." This is a goofy kid that wanted to do well.
Every year, you're losing loved ones to gun violence. He has committed is just, it's disgusting, and for him to be still out walking is, I can't even fathom it right now.
Shit is crazy, son. I can't even, you feel me? More little story. Y'all niggas don't be out here crashing out, man. Don't be out here trying to, feel me, rob nobody. I can't tell nobody. I can't persuade nobody to, feel me, do something that they want to do. That being said,